Welcome to Cebu, the oldest city in the Philippines and home to around 1 million people. On the surface, it may not seem like a great place to visit, but this city has another side. A side that looks to the future.
Good morning guys, Brian here. Just pretending to exercise for the intro. We are currently in Cebu City in the Philippines, and to be honest, I wasn't actually planning on making a video here. We're just gonna chill out for the week, relax, get some work done. But we're actually staying in a very cool part of the city, so I felt kind of inspired to make this video and share it with you. This is Cebu City's IT Park, and this is why I think you should make the trip here.
The glossy streets of the IT Park are not something I expected to see in Cebu, and this whole place only came into existence in the 1990s, when this new economic zone was built on the site of an old airport. These days, the park is a home of science and technology in the Philippines, and as a result, it's a very fresh and modern-looking environment.
The IT Park really reminds me of the BGC in Manila, specifically because it doesn't feel anything like the rest of the city. It's very clean, it's very modern. There's high-rise buildings everywhere, coffee shops, restaurants, and that abundance of cafes makes it the perfect place to work remotely as well. You've got almost too much choice.
It's very common to see people working from laptops here or having meetings over coffee. And most of the cafes have strong Wi-Fi, nice tables to work at, and of course, some great eating options, especially if you like sweet stuff. But if it's food you're after, the IT Park has an even better place for that.
The highlight of the IT Park for me is right here at the Garden Bloc, which is, at first glance, just a very small little park.
But trust me, this place has a lot going on. When the sun goes down, this park becomes a centre of relaxed nightlife and a home to one of the best food markets in the area. The Garden Bloc opened in 2015 as a relaxing green meeting place between the skyscrapers. But between the shaded lawns and the Kit Kat-shaped benches, this place has a lot more to offer. There's a great selection of bars and restaurants here, most of which are open 24 hours a day. So you can sit back and enjoy a pint of craft beer almost any time you want, which sounds pretty good to me.
But the highlight of the highlight for me is here, the Sugbo Mercado, which is a weekend food market, which is insanely cool.
This food market is probably the best place that we went to eat in the Philippines. There are tons of different stalls crammed into such a small space, and it's popular with both locals and tourists. This is the perfect place to try some local Cebu delicacies. And all of these dishes are cooked up fresh right in front of you, making it an essential place to visit if you're a foodie. One of the highlights is Lechon, which is a special roasted pork that has been popular in the Philippines since way back in Spanish colonial times. And I had to get myself a plate to try.
Oh my god, the meat is so tender and the flavour is so good.
This place features so many other great local dishes that you have to try. Like a refreshing bowl of halo halo, which is probably the most famous dessert in the country. It's basically a bowl of mixed sweet things. And you can find lots of other cuisines from around Asia and Europe, and they all come at some really great prices, so you don't have to spend all of your money in expensive restaurants. The very best thing for us is that we were staying right across the road from here. We booked ourselves into the Avida Towers, a really well-located place to stay with some brilliant shared facilities. So, I guess I should give you the tour.
This is our Airbnb place at the Cebu IT Park. Down on the first floor, you've got a really nice pool, and there's a running track as well where we open this video.
And our actual condo was just a few floors further up.
It's a little condo, but it's got everything you need. The bed is super comfy. You've got this table here, which is nice because sometimes don't want to go out to a cafe to work, so this is a nice spot for it. Got sofa, kitchen, and this amazing view from the window.
We booked this place through Airbnb, and if you use my code down in the description, you can get a huge discount if you want to book a place for yourself. And it helps support the channel too.
I want to show you just how close we are to the market here. I'm on level 1 where the running track and the pool is. And just over here, right there, across the road, is the market.
At first, I thought the Cebu IT Park was like a miniature Singapore because of its super clean streets and very modern environment. But really, it has a uniquely Filipino atmosphere. And there's no better place to see that than at the Garden Bloc on a Saturday night. Crazily, we never left the boundaries of the IT Park during our time in Cebu. This whole place is like a self-contained bubble that has everything you need. And I can definitely recommend adding it to your next Cebu trip. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time for another Philippines adventure.